Welcome back, friends. LostScarf here, and it's time for more Apollo Justice Ace Attorney, and we're going to Drew Misham's place. I already forgot the voice I gave this guy. I already forgot. It's been like a couple days. I forgot the voice I gave this dude. Why isn't he dead? Alright. 7 years ago, Drew Studio. Oh, different. Oh, the daughter's gonna be there somewhere. I figured you'd come here sooner or later. That's Rousey. Let's go with it. Different Rousey. I decided on sooner. Drew Misham, was it? I haven't done anything illegal. And I didn't come here to whine about past events. I want to ask you some questions. I suppose you have that right. That day, the entire court descended into chaos. Only you stood still, your eyes calmly watching. I admit, it made quite an impression on me. I'm used to finding myself in outrageous situations. We had a parrot one time. A parrot? What the hell? Phoenix Wright, was it? I'll answer what I can. I'm not sure, but it feels like I'm being watched. Intensely. There she is. Ah, this is my daughter. Vera, say hello. She's gone. Shall we begin, then? Alright, let's get to talking. Misham, the forgeries. Judging from this place, you're a painter? Not, sadly, a profitable one. I've never sold a painting. It's a source of considerable embarrassment. I would be able to get by, were it only me. Your daughter? Her mother grew weary of me and left. I don't want her to grow up needy, Mr. Wright. That is why I began my other occupation. Forgeries. Don't look at me with those eyes. I know what it is that I do. More than half of the paintings they bring me are stolen. And who knows what my copies are used for. But some of your works aren't paintings, correct? You may not believe me when I tell you this, but that was my first work outside painting. What? To think it would be used as evidence in a murder trial. I never even imagined the possibility. Then why did you take the job? I was, well, paid. Very well paid. I think he feels worse about it than I do. The past is hard to escape. Honestly, the sooner I can put this behind me, the better. With apologies to you, of course. Sorry, but it's not going to be quite so easy. He's trying to forget what he made. Looks like I have to remind him. Yeah, I figured we'd have to do that eventually. The page. Your work. Don't try to pretend you've forgotten. Sure, all you did was make a copy. But that copy might have destroyed the life of an innocent man. I'm responsible too, which is why I have to know. And you have to tell me. I knew it would be difficult to escape this. Then let's talk. Well then, ready to tell me about this work you did? It was unlike anything I had attempted before. I guess it would be a little different from painting. That is not what I mean. In all my previous work, it sufficed to create a copy. This wasn't a copy? The client gave me 2 things that day. The first was a sample page, as reference. The second, a printed document I can only surmise was written by my client. They used the real writing as a reference to reproduce what the client wrote? Yes, as I said, it was my first job of that nature. So, who was your client? As I said in court, I do not know. Really? Even for such a suspicious request? If it was me, I'd want to know as much as I could about the requester. I I never met them. No, not personally. Everybody's got the cock blocks. Alright. Ah, a Psylocke, of course. It seems like you're still hiding something. Something about this work. Let's see if we can yank it out of him. Man, good Tam! Here we go. You're hiding something. Let's hear it then. What are you hiding from me, Mr. Misham? I'm sorry, but I really don't know. I never met the client. True, when I asked the client's name. There were no Psylocks in sight. Regardless, you're hiding something. You have to be, otherwise it wouldn't make any sense. Why are you doing this to me? Well, I've made my stand. No backing down now. So what's Mr. Misham hiding? The forger. I can pretty much piece together what it is from what you've said. What is it then? You told me what you knew about the client. And I couldn't see any Psylocks. Psylocks? That's some sort of asylum security? Or new hire style, perhaps? But then they did show up, didn't they? Who was your client? Oh my god, we're really flashbacking to a minute ago. I guess because in case you just leave and come back. As I said in court, I don't know. Really? Even for such a suspicious request? If it was me, I'd to know as much as I could about the requester. I never met them. Not personally, Not personally? Those words triggered the Psylocke. Again with the Psylocks. Now I really must know what they are. So you didn't meet with the client. But someone else did. Maybe the real forger behind this evidence? Perhaps I'd hung up on this lock business. But I'm afraid you've lost me. Yeah, well, I didn't come here to talk about Psylocks. As long as I come to the right conclusion, it doesn't matter how I got there. And your conclusion is? The real forger behind this wasn't you, Mr. Misham. Poppycock! I don't know what you're talking about. That's my work, I tell you. Made here in my studio. Who else could it have been but me? That's the real question, isn't it? If the forger wasn't you, I don't have many other people to choose from. The real forger at Drew's studio is, of course we learned this by playing Apollo, so... a widow gal! Who's 12. Alright, so she's 19 later. The real forger... whoops. Is your daughter, Vera Misham, isn't it? Ridiculous. My daughter's only 12 years old, Mr. Wright. I've always been more one for landscapes, not surrealism. Nice comeback, but you're shaking your boots. I've got you now. The only two people with access to the studio are you and your daughter. The Psylocks tell me you're not the forger, which makes your daughter the only possibility. Feel very much on the verge of going psycho-lock myself. Not what it is, buddy. Not what it is. Alright. Magnifie's diary. Here we go. I don't know how you knew, but you're right. The one who made this page was my daughter, Vera, not I. She's only 12. A genius, you might call her. A precocious little girl outshining her father. There's been a lot of that going around recently. I let her play in the studio and she watched me. She taught herself in that way. The drafting tools and analytical devices I bought when they became necessary. They're my little girl's playthings now. Ah, do I detect a bit of fatherly pride? So Vera was the one who made this page? Would she know who the client was then? Actually, the client came once. Here to the studio. What? Why didn't you say so sooner? But their face was covered, and they did not want to talk to me. So they talked to your daughter? I will speak only with the artist, the client told me. That little girl might know something about him. Okay, what do I do now? I should talk to her father a bit more. Or is it time to turn my attention to Vera? Talk to Vera. Mr. Misham, I have a request. Let me guess. You'd like to speak with my daughter. Can I? My daughter has never been one to talk to strangers. I taught her well. She's quite shy, extremely so, actually. With only one exception. Which was? Oddly enough, it was that client. Hmm? I left the studio while they talked. I returned when they had finished, and she was laughing. It was the first time I'd seen anything of the sort. Please, let me speak with her. All right. Oh, I'm gonna do a little girl voice. Great. Uh-oh. This could be tough. Talk to the little girl. Okay. Alright, here we go. Vera! Vera, was it? I would like to have a friendly chat. I'm Phoenix Wright, ex-lawyer and pianist. I'm still looking for the keys that say Do Re Mi. Can't find them anywhere. I'm no good at this. I need something to get through to this girl. Forgeries. Vera, was it? Okay, same thing. What he needs is Pearl to show up, because, he doesn't know how to talk to children. Yeah, what was this about, right? She had this. Let's try this angle. Save. What do you think about this? I think I just made her nervous. I need something to grab her attention, but what? Yeah, can we use Mr. Hat? I swear to God, if we could use Mr. Hat. The diary, there we go. Oh no, her forgery. What? Alright, that didn't work, okay. How's about a gun? I swear to God, that worked. Alright. That wouldn't make any sense to give that. Oh wait, yeah, the gloves is from the present anyway. Shoot, that wouldn't work. Why would that do anything? Would you like to see a picture of a dead man? Different thing. Let's try examining the room. There it is! Maybe I'll just sidle on over here for a closer look. Now what do we have here? Oh, how about this first? That's an awfully small frame. What's that inside it? A stamp? Ah, please don't touch that. I'll get in trouble. That stamp belongs to Vera, you see? He always puts it somewhere we can see it. Oh! That's Zack and Valent, the Grimoires, isn't it? The post office issued that commemorative stamp last year, when the Grimoires were at the height of their popularity. Not anymore. Now that one of them has vanished off the face of the earth. Vera went to see one of their shows when she was quite small. He's been a dedicated fan ever since. He watched them every time they came on TV until the end. I see. That stamp's quite hard to come by, I hear. I still wonder how she got her hands on it. Oh! Oh! So she put the stamp in a frame. And it was poisoned this whole time. She didn't use it because it was a commemorative stamp. That's the whole reason. It's a coincidence, okay. But when he needed to send out postage, he had no other choice but to use her stamp. And that got him killed? Seriously? Huh. I think that's something. Because you gotta lick your stamps, right? So he licked the stamp and died. Oh, God. Check the glove, though, real quick. And the red envelope. Let's check the red envelope. What's this red envelope? Ah, don't touch that. That's, it's quite important. The painter's face just changed hues. Guess I'd better behave, though it's tempting to just grab it.
That's a pretty bottle.
Ah, don't touch that, please. I'll get in trouble.
Hmm?
It belongs to Vera, you see. She always puts it somewhere she can see it. She looks at it often.
There's a light pink fluid inside. Nail polish, I'm guessing? I guess Vera liked his nails? She liked what's-his-name's nails? Also, I didn't realize that was a bottle. I thought this was a glove this whole time with nail polish on it. That's supposed to be a bottle? Alright. I never got that. I never got that. See if the stamp does anything. And then there's this.
My stamp.
Hey, she spoke! She can talk. Yeah, so this stamp, how can I keep her talking?
Illusions.
Isn't Troop Gamarier amazing? Yes?
Oh.
I especially like those two, Zack and Valent. I mean, they're, just so magical. Oh my god.
Aren't they? Aren't they?
Yeah, whenever I go to one of their shows, I'm like, wow, magic, you know?
God dang it. Me too, me too. I love them. They're so cool. They're like magic, yeah.
Alright, she's talking. Not saying much, but it's a start.
I went and saw them with Father the other day. The opening ceremony at
she's freaking 12, she can talk normal.
The opening ceremony at the Grimaria Museum of Magic.
The Grimaria Museum? They have one of those? I guess it makes sense now that they have their own commemorative stamp. So, have you been to one of their shows?
Just once when I was little, with Father. The Gamarias on stage, it was like a dream. Disappearing, reappearing, cutting apart, putting back together. They do it all.
Yeah, maybe you can keep telling me stuff like this? You know, about Zack and Valent, maybe?
Oh, sure.
Alright, better get asking before she changes her mind. There you go.
I don't go out much. I don't go outside much. I like to paint in here.
Why don't you like the outside?
There's bad people out there.
Well, true, but there are lots of good people too.
Actually, I should tell you. She was almost kidnapped once.
Kidnapped?
Since then, she's been, well, you can see for yourself. She refuses to leave the house.
I see. Wait, but that doesn't make sense. She said she went to Grimaria Museum. With you, in fact.
Ah, yes, actually, she was quite insistent on it, much to my surprise. That's the first and last time she expressed such a desire to me. The person gave me a good luck charm.
A good luck charm?
But when I actually had to go outside. Yes, apparently she received something, a gift. From that client, actually. She won't tell me what it was. Father, I told you to keep that a secret.
From that client, huh? This I have to hear about. So your father tells me you're good at painting all sorts of things?
I really like painting a lot. Father is always very happy when I paint them exactly the same.
So you did this too?
Oh yes, that was my first job.
Your first?
All I used to do was paint the same thing I saw. But this one was totally different. The pen slips in the way the writer held the pen, and the pressure on the nib. I had to use a microscope and to analyze it on the computer.
She seems happy. Odd. Her work was the last nail in the Grimaria coffin. I guess no one told her.
They're the best in the world.
Huh? Oh, you mean Troop Gamarier? Of course.
Father gave it to me.
Your father? But I asked him about it. He didn't know how you got it.
I guess I just took it. Yeah.
Took it?
Father got a letter. From that person.
That person? You mean that letter was from the client?
Oh, we talked about the Grammarius forever that day. I'm sure that's why I was sent that stamp. I didn't want to just send it back, so I took it.
There it is. They're a sneaky one, this client. They were trying to get on her good side. Commemorative stamp updated in the court record. The client. So, you met the client that asked you to do this job? And you talked with him? What's this about a good luck charm you received?
I can't talk about it.
Huh?
If I do, it won't work anymore. That's what I was told.
Yeah, but I really have to know. Ah, great, Psylocks. Right, time to do some Psy unlocking. Alright. Fine if we have enough. Hey, little girl, this is a Magatama. It's going to scare you. The client. You seem to trust this client quite a lot, in fact. Because they gave you this stamp?
No, that's not it. Not why. They listened to me, to my problem.
The problem that keeps her inside all the time?
Don't go outside if you don't want to. That's what they told me. But when I actually have to go out, all I had to do was use a good luck charm.
A good luck charm that your client gave you? I think I know what your client might have given you, actually. Is this your good luck charm? This was what they gave you, wasn't it? The same bottle's over there on your desk. Your good luck charm, right? Phoenix got this in the future. Didn't he? He got this in the future! What's it? Okay, whatever. Whatever, time traveling.
I heard once. Cosmetics were once thought to ward off evil. This is a magic bottle. It has the power.
Oh, of course it does. I'll just refrain from commenting any more on that one. I think I know who gave you that bottle, actually. The one who asked you to do this job. Was this the client? We're using the future to figure out the past. That is kind of... whatever. Let's go. This man is a friend of mine. You know him? His name is Christoph Gavin. He's a lawyer, actually.
I promised. I promised not to tell.
You're hurting a little girl, Phoenix. You're breaking her mind. You're breaking her. You're breaking a little girl. Client.
I'm sorry, I can't talk about the client. I promise. If I break my palms, the spell won't work.
I don't need a name anymore. I've got my answer. You're pretty confident in this charm, then?
I think they might be the devil.
Huh?
Or maybe an angel.
What do you mean?
I saw it, or I think I saw it, when they gave me this. I saw the devil's face.
Are you saying the client's face looked like the devil's?
No, the client was gentle, with a gentle smile.
But where'd you see this devil, then?
It was so quick, I don't remember well. But that's when I knew. That person wasn't like other people. That's why I believe in my good luck charm.
I'm not sure what this devil she saw was. But it's pretty clear that Christoph Gavin has her charmed. Well, I think that's all. I'll be leaving now.
I'm sorry for what happened.
If you want to apologize, try my client, Zachary.
Did I do something wrong?
What makes you think that?
Your eyes, they're sad. Very sad.
I'll put on my smile next time I come. Promise. I hope to see you smile then too, Vera.
Oh, okay.
Take care. Thinking back on my first encounter with the young forger, I witnessed something of vital importance that day. Of course, by the time I realized it, it was already too late. The poison stamp. Meant to kill Vera. It was meant to kill Vera because Kristoff's the one who gave them that stamp. He figured she'd touch it and die. And she did touch it, but she didn't touch it in a way that would kill her. I'm guessing she was careful with the stamp. We can't do this one yet. What do I have? I got a stamp. The stamp will either work on Valent or Zack. One of the Grimariers. I'm not sure which. Let's try Zack first, but I don't know if it's gonna work. Let's go. Time to talk about a Magatama. There we go. Grimarier secret. Oh no, it won't work. We need the thing about Apollo first. This won't work yet. We need something on Apollo. We don't have anything on Apollo. Let's see if the stamp works, by the way. Actually, the nail polish. Stamp. Alright, yeah, we gotta go see. I think we're gonna finish Valent right now. There's nowhere further to go with that. I assume we can't do, I assume the last one's gonna be, Gavin. Alright, let's do this thing. Here we go. I don't remember where we were, but we'll get to it. Okay, yeah, we did this part. Alakazam! Shows how much danger was in the show. That's where we are right now. How much danger was in the show. This doesn't do it. Really? Alright, okay. I guess this is why. Troop Gumarier's performances were very, very popular. So popular, they even made a commemorative stamp at the height of your fame.
We were not merely the latest craze. We were an age. A golden age.
It's all here on this stamp. There's Thalassa, yes?
Ah!
Trucy's mother is missing, I hear. What happened to her?
I don't know.
A part of his memory is still locked up.
There is one thing you're failing to address.
There you go, that's the voice. What's that?
As you say, our troop was a world unto itself. If our leader, Magnifi, was so inclined, he could hide anything he wished, with ease. But Mr. Wright, then he would have hid a crime, making him an accomplice. Not a great foundation for blackmail.
Valent's got a point. If one of the troop members died in an accident and Magnifi covered it up, his innocence would come into question.
Found the right address, Mr. Wright.
I'm so close. There has to be something about how Thalassa's death could affect Zack and Valent's relationship with Magnifi.
I see in your eyes you still have something to say. How can you possibly prove more than you already have?
I'll prove why Thalassa's accident tied your hands so completely.
With a person?
It's going to take a little knowledge of the players to crack this one. The accidental death of Zack's wife tied both your hands. This information proves why Magnifi held so much power over you. It's gotta be Trucy.
Were you by any chance trying to threaten me?
No, of course not.
You'll never make a good blackmail artist, never.
Not a career choice I'd been considering, actually. Give up your dreams. Work an honest job. That's my advice. The troop was a tight-knit unit. It's all about the people involved. Their personalities, their histories. Who was the Lossa really? I see in your eyes you still have something to say. How can you possibly prove more than you already have? Alright. Try again. It wasn't a question of who shot Thalassa. Thalassa herself was the problem. Alright. What do you mean? She was Zack Gramarier's wife, Trucy's mother, and Magnifique Gramarier's only daughter. There it is! Ah! There was a terrible accident, and the two of you killed your mentor's only daughter. If it wasn't the key of Magnifique's power over you, I don't know what was.
It was an accident!
Holy crap. Healed up. Blackmail.
There's no proof, none at all.
But the Lossa went missing, and your mentor blackmailed both of his disciples. It doesn't take a genius to put one and one together.
Ours was a complex family.
You mean Troop Gramarier?
The master, Magnifique Gramarier, was his only daughter. And his two disciples.
That does sound like a recipe for disaster, doesn't it?
Do not be tempted into faulty flights of fancy. Yes, there was an accident. But that is all it was, an accident. Second violence toward a force. The guns blaze, the bullets fly straight toward that beautiful body on stage. And then crash, zing, pow into everything but her. Now that was magic. It happened one day when we were practicing. Same trick with a new twist. And tragedy. But as for whose bullet stole Thalassa's life, we shall never know the answer. Thalassa disappeared from our lives, and Zack was bereft of his wife. Trucy lost her mother. And Magnifique his daughter.
Trying to find a better voice for this. And that led to blackmail, I take it?
It is all part and parcel of the darkness that comes when the curtain falls.
Why did Magnifique Gramarier try to cover up the accident? It was his own daughter who died.
All I can say is, it was a critical time for Troop Gramarier. A passing of the torch from Magnifique to Zack and Valand. We all sacrificed so that it might be success. Lassa's death was the greatest sacrifice of all. Yet, even when her life was extinguished, her presence was not.
What do you mean?
In time, we, myself and Zack, we found we could no longer oppose Magnifique's wishes. Magnifique forced us to perform his art, for his benefit.
I see. I guess I can understand. I mean, he did lose his only daughter.
But you do not find cowardice in his actions?
Huh?
To decide to hide the truth of your own daughter's death is one thing. But then to hang that death as a guillotine above our heads?
Things were dark behind the scenes in Troop Gramarier, that's for sure. Does Trucy know?
He was not told, naturally. Who'd want to know that their father might have taken their mother's life?
True.
I had not thought of that accident for a long time.
I'm sorry to have dredged up old memories, but this has helped a lot.
Not to find Magnifique's slayer, I should think.
True.
After that accident, there was one who came sniffing, quite persistently.
A reporter?
He called himself a newsman at the time. Often I spied him lurking about the dressing room, doing his research.
Would you happen to remember his name?
What was his name? Sorry, I have forgotten. But in the course of his interviewing, he became quite close to my partner Zack. I liked him not.
I see.
His name I do not recall, but his scent, the cloying aroma of mint. Yes, whenever he smiled, which was far too often. I see. Thanks for your help. It does no good to interfere with the past, Mr. Wright. You will not uncover answers, only wounds. I'm sorry.
We got the past done, alright. I had begun to notice a dark curtain hanging over Troop Gamarier, and I began to realize what I had to do. I had to protect Trucy from that darkness. The reporter he mentioned. The newsman. I never learned who that was at the time. Though I've got a pretty good idea who it is now. That smile, and the sickly sweet scent of mint. The last floss-thin thread connecting Zach Gamarier to this world. Sooner or later, I'd have to track him down. Ugh. Hello. Yeah, this whole past and present thing, this is going on for a while. Well, let's cut it there. We'll do 2 at a time. That should be good. So that right there is the game for now. Next time we will check out the Drew Studio. I assume Sunshine Coliseum is Valent again. We'll do Drew Studio next time and Sunshine Coliseum, which will probably lead. Maybe we'll finish it all next time. We'll see how it all links together. But for now, that right there is the game. I had fun watching. That's what's all about it. Having fun, come by, and see you next time.